All right, I want to do a quick video. I'm going to entitle this video Don't Come to America. Because, we got listeners all over the world. We got brothers over in Thailand. We got brothers over in Australia. We got brothers over in England. Believe it or not, we even have viewers from Wuhan over in China. As strange as it sounds, I was thinking it's like, I didn't know that I had people watching from China. As far as I knew, you couldn't use YouTube over there, or it was very limited over there. But hell, I guess I was mistaken on that. But anyway, though, what a verse that came to mind was Revelation chapter 18, verse 4. It says, "Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues." Now, first of all, I will address this. That verse is not saying that you have to leave America in order to be saved. Because some people on the internet try to say that you have to leave America. Like in the Israelite community, there's a doctrine called the flee doctrine. When I say flee, I'm not talking about like a dog's fleas. I'm talking about like run away, right? Like flee. Um, and that's what the doctrine was called, a flee doctrine. And what that meant is, in order to be saved, you have to like flee America and like go back to like the land of Israel or like somewhere else, so you don't get judged when that is poured out. And that's not true. Revelation 18:4 is really talking about at the end when Christ returns and gathers his people up out of mystery Babylon and from wherever were scattered among the earth. That's really what the verse is talking about. But with that being said, though, it wouldn't be a bad idea to leave America, right? If you're here, it wouldn't be a bad idea to travel abroad. And not every reason just has to do with like Bible prophecy. There's many practical reasons why it might be a wise idea to flee from the United States. Or if you're not even over here, it might just be a good idea to not even come over here in the first place. Because whenever I watch some of these like, documentaries around the world, like Christmas List, and the Indigo Traveler, Brew Binsky or whatever that cat's name is, among a lot of other popular channels about, like how people live around the world and whatnot, like how society is, the economic system over there, what money can get you over there compared to the US. It's very interesting to watch those videos to compare to the standards of life and whatever. But he always asks people, or I should say, they always ask people, if you could travel anywhere in the world, where do you want to go? And I literally kid you not, like 9 times out of 10, everybody will be like, yeah, I dream to go to America. I dream of going to America and setting up my own, business there, or, living that American dream. Everybody says that, right? That's everybody's answer to the question. Man, if only I could get to America. I hear that the streets are paved with gold. Well, let me tell you something, man. As a person who've lived my entire life in America, and anywhere from down to Florida, PA, Jersey, traveling all the way to Tennessee, to Atlanta, to New York, to North and South Carolina, Georgia, Virginia, and maybe even a few other places. I'll tell you something, man. The infrastructure out here isn't what you think it is, man. Like, hell, sometimes when you walk on the concrete, you gotta watch your step because you might, trip over uneven concrete and break your teeth out. What shit? I guess it's an improvement above some countries that don't even have pavement at all. But I'm just putting that out there, man. Right? People think that these streets are paved with gold. It's like shit, man. You better watch your every step because you're gonna, step on the crack, and shit, you might even break your back, as the saying goes. And I'm not even being sarcastic here, man. I know people who literally tripped over concrete out here and literally busted themselves up. Shit, like let me tell you something. I know back in school there was a girl and her name was Georgia. Maybe I think she was like maybe 10 years old, something like that. Back in like PE time, if you're familiar with the term, right? The physical activities and sports outside that we all had to participate in. So one day she was on the concrete and she tripped and fell and she busted her chin open. I'm talking about blood everywhere, absolutely everywhere. And she had to go and get that stitched up and whatever. I say, hey, look, man, if you're not careful in that concrete, it'll f you up. Just for one example, or shit, I'll give you another example from school. I remember back in elementary school, you couldn't run on the concrete because the coach said, well, a couple of years ago, we had a student that was running, in the rain. Dude slipped, broke his arm in 3 places on that concrete. Just say, hey man, you know, uh, definitely want to be careful in this concrete. And then a whole nother thing, the concrete out here is filled with human waste, urine, and then on the other hand, there's drug needles everywhere out here. Like literally, when I go downtown, I gotta watch everywhere I step so I don't step on some type of druggies needle they drop somewhere, right? So it's not like you can just walk carelessly down the street over here, man. Or a whole nother thing that's going on over here, which, to be fair, this is all over the world, not just America, but kidnappings are on an increase, right? Shit, you can't even walk safely down the street anymore. So bear with me a second. A whole nother thing I want to talk about, out here, the minimum wage in a lot of places is like $8, maybe $10 an hour. But then you go to the store and you can't even fill up a whole cart for $100. Like seriously, like I go to Walmart and get some of the cheapest things, and the most we could get for $100, buying some of the most cheapest stuff around, is like halfway. Man, I remember when I was little, which wasn't too long ago because I'm only in my early 20s, but I remember going to the store when I was 9, 10 years old, and with $100, you could literally just about fill a cart all the way up for $100. Now you can't even get to the halfway point, you know, and that's even buying some of the cheapest stuff around. We're not even talking about like $10 bags, of fries or chicken or fish and stuff like that. I'm just talking about like cheap, free $4 or $5 things. It adds up quick out here, man. Like I kid you not, there's bread out here that literally costs $4. And that's insane to think about. Like how the hell, as a person who's worked for $8 an hour before, how the hell is it that I have to work 30 minutes of my life to afford, excuse me, a 12 pack of bread, like a 12-piece pack of bread? Like seriously, like how is my time only worth a pack of bread for a half an hour of my work? You know, that's not good. I mean, you know, I see on YouTube videos like some of these guys like Brew Binsky, he uploads on his channel like what would $10 get you in Brazil? What will $10 get you in Asia? What will $10 get you in South Korea? What will $10 get you in South Africa? And so on and so forth. And I watch these videos, and it's astonishing what $10 can get you out there, man. Like I'm talking about shit. Some of these videos I've seen the guy get a whole necklace, right? Food for two people, a cup of coffee, a bag of rice, some type of restaurant meals later on, a beer, and some type of jewelry. And, I could keep going on and on. But, you can literally in some of these countries get like 10 things for $10. It's crazy, how much the US dollar is worth in some of these foreign countries compared to America. It's like, shit, you can get that stuff all around these other countries, but yeah, I can't even get a damn lunch from McDonald's for $10. Like, seriously, how the hell is it that if I go to McDonald's and get a chicken sandwich or a fish fillet sandwich, a Coke, and a medium fry, how the hell is that $12? Like, how is it that it's so bad out here that literally an hour of my labor working on, $8, $10 an hour, an hour of my labor is not even enough to get me a meal from McDonald's or Burger King? Like, how the hell does that make sense? But yeah, I could take the same $10 and go to like Brazil or something, or Asia, and literally get like 3 whole days of food off of that, 4 whole days of food. It doesn't really make damn sense to me. A whole nother reason why you might not want to come to this country is the price of living is insane out here, right? I'm not just talking about the physical, food and, home goods and stuff like that. or transportation cost. I'm talking about housing here. I kid you not. Over here, like I used to live in Jersey, right? And literally a two-bedroom apartment is like $1,600, 1,400 if you're lucky. You go to California where my buddy Jay lives, right? Go to Sacramento, we're talking $2,000 for a studio apartment. Let me say it again. A studio apartment, $2,000. Hell, if you're over here, a studio one bedroom apartment is over $1,200. It's basically impossible, or damn near impossible out here to find a place that's under $1,000 today. Like I'll tell you something. I grew up in the trailer park, and back then our rent was like $700 to $800 a month. Now today you can't find anything for under 1,000, right? It's damn near impossible unless you know somebody that might be able to cut you a deal or something, like family, right? Other than that, you're shit out of luck. So again, it's crazy the amount of money that shit costs out here. Another point I'll cover, which I kind of touched on earlier, was that, you can't even fill your refrigerator up for $100, right? $100 will not even fill your fridge and your freezer. But yet you go over to some of these foreign countries, and if you were to buy $100 worth of food, we're talking about literally enough to fill multiple refrigerators up. Literally. But in America, $100 isn't even enough to fill your freezer and your fridge, let alone your pantries. Shit, forget about it, man. Like, let me tell you something. All of us, we need our toothpaste, toilet paper, wipes, um, deodorant, shampoo. Women need their products, so on and so forth, right? And we went to the store not too long ago and we saw somebody out there. They were literally getting 4 bags of groceries. Two of them had, well, three of them had food in it, and then the fourth one had just like personal health products, right? Like, the toothpaste, deodorant, feminine products, stuff like that. Someone explained to me how this came to like $420 for 4 bags. Someone explained this to me. I was watching, I was like, oh shit, how the hell is what that person got $400+ for literally 4 bags from Walmart? Three of them with food, one with just personal health products. Like, how the hell does that make sense? How the hell is it when I go to Walmart, a damn stick of deodorant, some of that shit's like $15? You're telling me that I have to bust my balls for 2.5 hours to buy a damn stick of Old Spice deodorant? It's only gonna last like 3 months. Something doesn't make sense with that. That doesn't make any damn sense. Or a whole nother one. How the hell are you gonna tell me that a tube of shampoo or body wash is gonna cost $11? How the hell does that make any damn sense? That shit should be like $3, $4. Shouldn't be the damn, 10, 11, $12. No, it's insane. You go over to some of these other countries, man, get that shit for $1. Recently I've been binge watching some of these guys on YouTube, like foreigners from the Philippines. And, I look at some of these houses, homes that they got out there in the Philippines, and, I'm actually very impressed. Like, literally, I've seen countless homes they're showing that are like $100 a month, and you get your basics there. Of course, there's some downsides, right? It has some pros and some cons. But think about that, $100. What is that? Like 90% less in rent than what people are paying in the United States? The only downside is you don't get hot water in most of these houses. And they're usually small homes. But then again, everybody out here seems to be living in like 1 or 2 bedroom apartments anyway. So it's not like it's such a big downgrade. It's like shit, it's sometimes I think it's like, damn, I wish I would have been born in one of these other countries out here. Cause shit, that type of money, I mean shit, if you were to retire with like 100 grand, you could live out the rest of your life in luxury in some of these countries like the Philippines. Shit, so some people out there are looking to relocate. You might want to check out the Philippines, man. Just go on YouTube and look up, cheap Philippines houses, right? $100 US. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. It's like shit. Paying 90% less than what we're paying over here, and the only downside is like not having hot water and maybe some internet outages and power outages here and there. But shit, we get that over here. Like I was just playing the Xbox the other day, of course, in the middle of a match that I was winning, and what do you know? Of course, the electric goes out, and then what do you know? It happens 25 minutes later again. you know, so it's like it's not like power outages are like something that never happens over here in America. Because I'll tell you, it does happen over here. Maybe not as frequent as some of these other countries, to be fair, but it does happen time to time. Yeah, this is just something to think about, man. A lot of people, with their circumstances right now, it might be a smart idea to like relocate, across the world or, wherever. Hell, some people, like I got a buddy that I talked to. What's this guy? Desert Loner. I've known this cat for maybe like 7 years or something like that. He was telling me, hey, look, man, I'm taking my ass over to Mexico. That was like, hey, it's a lot better over in Mexico, which I mean, I can't really answer to that because I've never been there myself. I know plenty of people from Mexico, but I've never been there myself, so I can't answer as to the quality of shit over there. But I would imagine the cost of living got to be much better than America. But then the trade off is it's not as good upkeep as over here, right? Like you go places, there's trash on the streets, which to be fair, it's over here in America as well. Shit, look at the Skid Row in Los Angeles. Look at Kensington Avenue over in Philadelphia. Shit, you go over there, you'd feel like you're living in World War Z if you go over there. You'll feel like you're living in a zombie apocalypse movie just by looking at the atmosphere over there, right? Just by looking at the trash everywhere, looking at these people walking around like literal zombies. Shit, there was a dude over there I seen an article on. Dude literally got attacked and ate alive over there, right? People literally over there, just like in Ohio, right? Just like what's going on in Ohio, right? People are literally, having damn cookouts, campfires with these damn, house pets like cats and dogs and birds and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, I knew that in third world countries, people are out there eating dogs, hamsters and guinea pigs and shit. But shit, that's going on, here in America too. People are so down and out that they have to go out there and literally eat their pets now. It's like shit, this place has definitely fallen, man. From the state that she once was. How the hell is it, that food is so bad out here? That there's literally people out here that follow people home and steal bags of food out of their cars when they're not watching. Literally, this is not new. This has been happening for years out here, right? People will literally, steal out of other people's carts. Like shit, I'll give you one example. That's not food, but similar. I was at the dollar store. You heard that right, the dollar store. And you know, there was a guy who tried to steal a pack of socks. They called him going out, so he came back, gave it back, apologized, and they let the dude go. But think about that. The dude is so down and out that he has to steal a damn pair of socks. Like, we're not talking about a pack of drugs. We're talking about some medications. We're not talking about a $20 product. We're talking about damn $3 pair of socks. Damn, these people are down and out here. A buddy of mine, one brother that I know, sent me a picture. I believe it was the brother Galapagos, right? The brother Galapagos, I should say. He sent me an image that was taken at a dollar store. And on the bottom shelf, there was this homeless guy that was sleeping on the shelves. It's like, shit. These people are so bad out here. In order to hide from the rain and wind, they got to go into a damn store and sleep on the damn shelves. It's like, shit. That's unbelievable out here. It's unbelievable the trash and, garbage that's going on out in this society, man. It's just unbelievable what's going on. But yeah, man, I just wanted to lay out a couple just a couple facts out there for people that might be on the fence about, if they want to, come to America, maybe leave America. Hey, right now might be a wise idea, man. So anyway, I don't want to make this video too drawn out. I'm going to end it there.